have a dream.
We are fighters.
Every morning, a new day begins in Burundi, and somewhere in these streets, on these dusty fields, and the concrete courts, young people are chasing something bigger than a game.
Some dream of becoming professional athletes, and some play simply to stay healthy, and some don't have the equipment they need. But all they have in common is one thing. They have a dream to achieve, a dream to accomplish.
For some, it starts with football. For others, it's basketball. And these kids, sometimes it's ball they made themselves.
But you don't need a perfect field to fall in love with the game. You just need a reason to play. And these kids have a reason to play, even though they don't have the equipment, everything they need to play as professional footballers. But they have one thing in common, and that's a dream they carry every day. For Arcad, football is not just a competition. It's a way of staying healthy. It's a way of becoming physically fit. I asked him his dreams, both in life and in football. And let's hear what he says.
Well, in few words, we love football. Football is like a gift. It's like something that comes in your body and you feel proud of it. And basically, you feel like you can go for it in order to fulfill your joy. Obviously, we play football to be more healthier through games.
For many young people, they meet with lots of challenges. For Arcad, he's been facing a lot of challenges. And when you look at what he says, that they miss those opportunities, those equipment needed in order to play to reach their fullest potential. And I asked him his biggest challenge so far in the football.
The challenge first in the football is that sometimes we lack some equipment needed that can make us play football well, while having everything needed to reach our full potential.
And I asked him if he had the chance or an opportunity to represent or play for a team he imagines, what team he would play for. And he has big dreams. And he imagines playing for the biggest football teams in Europe.
In a few words, I'm a footballer who likes football teams that play with intensity. Personally, when I look at the teams that play in the style I like FC Barcelona plays tic-tac football with a great intensity and speed. In that case, I'd be proud of playing for FC Barcelona. But behind every dream, there is a reality. For many young people here, the journey is not easy. Limited equipment, few opportunities, difficult conditions.
And sometimes the hardest challenge isn't the game. It's simply finding somebody who believes in you. They need some people to believe in themselves. They need people to support their talents, and so that they can grow their talents to the fullest, so that they can become professional footballers, international professional footballers. I asked another young boy what he imagines, what he dreams, and how he sees his future in sports.
Thank you. Simply, my name is Nicigumije. Basically, I pray for a team that began slowly. We organized ourselves as students who reside together in the university campus. So we decided to organize a team so that we can exercise sometimes. We named the team a prior name. We named it Ahuawa FC.
For many young people, football begins with just a simple ball on the dust field with no dreams, and they just play for fun. And some have those dreams, they want to be professional footballers. And I want you to ask Steve the advice he would give to young people who want to follow the same path, who want to do things and play football just like he does.
Thank you for that question. I can simply motivate my brothers that basically football is like a game that you should be passionate about. And once you're passionate about it, you can have the courage to play it. Football helps us a lot in life. You get to exercise, you feel physically fit.
Steve is also a student who balances education with the sports. I wanted to ask him what happens if you take the passion seriously.
Basically, you feel passionate about something, and once you're passionate about something, you can go for it. In a few words, if you want to play football, play, because football is good. It makes you get along with others that you don't know each other. And we started over our team Ahuawa so that we can get to know one another. Obviously, the challenge is not going to appear unless you get injured or whatever. And basically, the most common thing you might face is an injury. And somehow you can play football and you get injured. And that's the biggest challenge we often face in football. Otherwise, things are really nice.
Steven and Kat, they have different stories, different ambitions, but one thing they have in common is that they keep showing up every day. They keep playing. They have those biggest dreams they want to achieve. Even though they meet with lots of challenges, even though they don't have all the equipment they need, but they keep showing up. Because that's what happens if you have the biggest passion. If you have the biggest dream, you just keep showing up no matter what. And that's what every young people, every young athlete need in order to keep on. But everybody should know about these dreams of young people, so that they can support them, so that they can help them join academies, join biggest team in the world. And this is the responsibility for those who have the biggest organizations in football. You have to consider the dreams of these young people.
We are fighters.
I have a dream.
I thought of asking them their dreams, their challenges, their circumstances, and their wishes. And I left with something bigger, much bigger. They have a dream, and they have something deep inside of them they carry every day. Maybe today they're not known, but they are playing. They have that dream. They have that discipline to continue no matter what. And that's all young people need today. Despite playing on the imperfect field, on the wrong ground, you need to keep on. You need to have that discipline, that consistency to continue no matter what, no matter what's happening. Because even the greatest footballers we know, even the greatest basketballers we know, they all used to play on this imperfect field, on these imperfect courts. But they kept going. They had a dream, and now they play in Europe. They play in NBA because they had that dream. So young people, you all have a dream to accomplish. And all you need is to believe in yourself and be consistent. Have that discipline and find people to support you. Join academies, join teams, and you will definitely make it. All you have is your dream.